Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another Jurassic Park playthrough. For those that maybe have not seen this series or anything like that, it was actually one started by our co-host, VJ, but due to the fact that he is no longer able to record this as much as he was able to, I went ahead and took over. However, as a quick note, since I do not own the actual console version of Jurassic Park or Lego Jurassic World or whatever this game is called, Lego Jurassic World, I am playing the mobile edition, which is very different, I figured out, as I played through it, because it cuts out a lot of scenes for whatever reason. Like I'm pretty sure the last video was us rescuing the kid from the tree from Jurassic Park 1. Well, that scene's not even in this game for some reason. So I thought that was very weird that wasn't in the game at all. However, I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to stick with this mobile version. We'll play through as much as I can. I want to make this like a good lengthy episode to make up for the fact that we haven't brought this in a while. So probably roughly at least 45 to an hour at most of a video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it a lot. I definitely had a lot of fun recording all this. My audio is actually being added on over the video afterwards because I was trying to add my face cam and all this, but it kept crashing for some reason, and then the art kept having to reload. So you'll see a couple times where I have to make cuts to make the art fix again. I think I have a workaround for the next time I do this, but I want to keep content flowing consistently because we're on this promise of 4 videos a week. If you have not heard, go watch our fall winter showcase. That will kind of tell you about that, and this should be the second or third upload of this week. Might be second. I'm not sure. I can't keep track anymore. I'll have to keep looking, but either way, we for sure have some videos planned over this weekend because actually, speaking of VJ or whatever, both of those co-hosts are actually coming over this weekend, and hopefully he's bringing a certain co-host of a certain series called Poke Chat that we can continue and get going as well. So a lot of hopefully interesting things coming down the wagon. But yes, no, I wanted to continue this playthrough. I told you guys in the fall winter showcase if he wasn't willing to bring it, I would go ahead and try to continue the series. I haven't heard from him officially, but I did not want to keep content just on a hiatus, so this is the best way I could do it for right now. As I'm still working through Streamlabs and all that on my PC, it's still giving me some weird issues, so I'm talking through 2 different creators and all that on maybe trying to fix that and get it working for future streams. But yeah, here probably throughout this week we'll have Pokemon Platinum coming through some way, whether it be via Streamlabs or via recording. And then Pokemon Quest as well. I've been doing a lot of grinding on that to make us be able to move forward. So far, the grinding has not really worked out well for me. However, I'm trying all in my power to get that series to basically be ready to record and give us to where we can make a longer video out of it, because right now I'm seeing only maybe at most a 15-minute long video from Pokemon Quest, but it's alright. We'll continue to try to figure out what is the best strategy for that to make us be able to win that games, that playthrough, or whatever you want to say. And then, like I said, hopefully here within the month we'll have Leaf Green starting up and Smash Infinite as well. So a lot of exciting information. Like I said, if you haven't seen the fall winter showcase, I'll try to leave a card up top here. That way you can just click on that and go watch that. That'll tell you everything to come that needs to be finished, all that beautiful stuff. So be sure to watch that. It's just always a good little thing to watch if you want to know, hey, what might be coming out content-wise and what have they made, because we do have links of all the playlists and everything like that. I do need to work on the timestamps, though, tomorrow. That's going to be my main big task, is working on the timestamps. I've just been working some extra hours this week, so I just haven't been able to sit down and do it. I did get the playlist stuff finished, but I got to work on those timestamps because I wanted to have them done yesterday, and I don't. So, my bad on that, for sure. Definitely, I'm going to go ahead and try to work on either creating some art or getting some art for a lot of these series. That way I'm not just using either Google Images or package art like I'm pretty sure. I don't know this particular series. I think I used Google or whatever and just got a copyright free one. But I think there's one where I thought about just using like my like a movie cover or things like that. But I can kind of draw and do things pretty well, so I might try to do that for some background art. But I'll have to kind of figure it out. Without costing an arm and a leg, basically, to be completely honest with you. I actually got, I know you guys haven't officially seen it yet, but a new webcam for my computer that's makes it now, instead of going, I think the regular webcam could only go up to top 720, maybe. It might have been only 480, I'm not sure, but now it brings it up to 1080. P, and then obviously with my phone, if we ever do anything with my phone recording wise, it goes up to 4K. So we definitely have a lot of recording possibilities for some great looking content to look like other creators kind of do, because usually 1080p is the new quality standard for most that can't do 4K. But hopefully, yeah, you guys' days are going well. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun playing through the Lego Jurassic World game. It's been good to play through it again. I played through it when the game first came out, actually. I didn't play it on the channel or anything like that until recently with VJ. But I did play through the game and beat the story stuff, but I never did the full completion or whatever you say. It was just fun to play through it and see what they try to make funny and everything like that. Also, I realized while recording this that a lot of like glitches happened where it wouldn't show the proper scenes or just wouldn't load the movie scenes for some reason. So I just chose to skip those, because it just, instead of showing blank screen with no words, I just chose to skip them because again, like I said, with that whole face cam and everything, it obviously didn't record the audio, because my face cam was actually recording the audio of the game with the same file. But obviously, since those both crashed, this was the only way to do so. I might try to see if I can add some kind of music in the background to all this that kind of sounds close to either not ambient, but maybe kind of like a good foresty or touristy, or I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, wilderness vibe. I don't know. I'm a weirdo today. But yeah, other than recording this right now, which actually I'm taking place after I got off work, I am actually on my way home right now. But other than recording this, like I said, probably tomorrow we'll have another video, whether it be a live stream or recording, to go up. And then this weekend we'll probably have a couple ideas to really get some content flowing throughout, and maybe get some bulk recording done to get future projects ready and roaring to go. Other than that, I don't really know what else we got really going on this week. Crazy wise, I know I feel like I'm saying a lot, but I'm just trying to think through things, so I apologize for that. That is not a good communication standard, and I very much apologize. For someone that took communications in college, he should be a little bit better with avoiding the word, but every now and then I just do some thinking, and it's just the quickest word that comes out of my mouth for some reason. And trust me, I got knocked down some points back in college for saying that forbidden word a lot. Or you weren't allowed to really repeat yourself, or what was the other one that you can do? Or try to drag out details. That was the other one. Like, instead of saying, like, the car turned left, the guy put his hands at the 10 and 2 position and irked his left shoulder blade to the upmost of an 80 degree, like something like that crazy to describe a left turn. You couldn't do that. I don't think anybody did that, but yeah, but no, fun knowledge of communications. But yeah, I have, like I said, some bits of communication in me. I went also for education as well, so yay. I haven't done much with it. I've done some teaching for a kindergarten class and stuff like that, but haven't really dived too much into it. I'm still trying to figure out where life's kind of taken me, but either way, I still do love talking to people, trying to help people out if I can, and then getting to know others and everything along that line. That is a big thing of mine. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I don't know. Once I get home from work, I'm probably just going to go ahead and take a nice siesta to recharge for the day, and then probably wake up early to start recording, because my daughter probably will wake up probably somewhere around probably roughly 8 o'clock, and then I can just start recording then. It's weird, very weird not having Kingdom Hearts going on right now after we completed that game, which is actually something I just thought about when I was bringing that up. Kingdom Hearts is actually under our private videos because there was a copyright claim for like the last 30 seconds of the video because there was a song that played, I guess. So I am removing that song from that stream, and it's just waiting for YouTube to say, oh, okay, you removed it, we can make your video public. But right now it's just a waiting process. When that goes up, we will tweet it out and everything like that. But that's what's going on with Kingdom Hearts 2's finale. Honestly, it's making me think, should I just go ahead and re-record it? But at the same time, I did enjoy that series completely and everything like that. What else? It's actually been a pretty good couple days. It starts out really cold in the mornings, but then it kind of like gets really, really hot in the afternoons. Once the sun kind of gets toward the middle of the sky, it's like, whoo, gotta open some windows and stuff. But yeah, once the basically sun goes down, or when it's nighttime, it's like a drastic temperature change right now. It's that lovely fall weather for sure. Right now, we haven't had a lot of weather, really, other than just being a little bit windy and those weird fluctuations of hot and cold. But it's to be expected. We live in the Midwest, so we don't hide that at all. We don't really even hide the fact that we live in Indiana. But like I said, we've moved from our original location where we were filming, which was further south. Now we're more closer to downtown area, but we won't go any more specific than that. We don't even really say to anybody where we exactly live, but we do film a lot around our location and stuff like that, so you guys get to see some bits of our hometown and where we're kind of from and everything like that. And we really do love incorporating the outdoors as much as we can with our videos, as much as we can as well. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I don't think so, video-wise, or anything like that I wanted to bring up, at least. Those were, I think, the main ones in my brain that's going right now. I'm actually, kind of like, winding down on the day, so my brain might not be fully functioning correctly. It might be in between the on and off switch. But, it's all good. After a, 8+ hour work day, and then I think, let's see, my daughter, she woke up, I guess, in the middle of the night, so that probably didn't help, but then she woke up truly, I think, around 8 o'clock, 8:30, but yeah, not that matters. I love parent life, I love her, and always loved getting up and spending time with her, but I'm sure that's why my mind's kind of dialing to the off position, in a sense, to be ready to wind down once I get completely home and everything like that. Let me know how your guys' day was in the comments and everything like that, and anything else you guys want to talk about or whatever. We can make a little fun faux Q&A down there. You can also hit us up on our social medias. You're welcome to DM us. We're completely open. What else can you do? You can follow us on Instagram. You can see a lot of behind-the-scenes pictures, and mostly my daughter, but it still has some behind-the-scene pictures on our Instagram. And let's see, and we do have a Discord now, which I probably should get that link memorized in my head. That way I can just kind of like spew it out, but I still do not have the Discord link memorized by any means, but it's always down there in the description. We haven't had anything really with our Discord just yet, but we literally just made it open to the public like 2 or 3 days ago. Whenever the Fall Winter Showcase came out, the day after that, it basically went completely open to public. Otherwise, it was just basically for video chat and voice chat and stuff like that for the community and stuff like that. I'd never really hardcore used Discord until these past couple months, and it's been a lot of fun to learn, but I'm still in the learning process for sure, so I'm not there all the time. Also, probably starting this week, we'll start turning back on a lot of my notifications. I turned a lot of them off just for the fact to kind of focus on a lot with my family and things like that, but then I started realizing I'm missing the ones that I am either very supportive on and things like that, and and I feel like I'm missing out more by not having them on. But what I think I'll do is I'll, factor the ones that I truly want on over just having like all notifications, because I think that was the problem last time, is I just had like all the notifications on. So I was just like, oh wait, I don't really like know this guy. Like, it's cool he's streaming, and yeah, I'll probably pop in to say like, hey, I'm here to support you or whatever. But it's not the ones like I guess I mainly watch, I guess, if that makes sense. But I don't know. Like I said, I do love meeting new people and spreading love around the community as best as I can, and helping anybody anywhere I can. But at the same time, I still have my main ones that I try to mostly be in all the time. So they sometimes get a little bit more favored than the others. But I try to, like I said, meet those new people and meet people throughout the communities and everything in our own community. Definitely need like, because most like channels have like a community name or something like that. But I don't know yet. I can't think of anything that's like, I guess, good as of right now. Yeah, I'll get back with you guys later whenever I can think of something that sounds at least relatively decent for everything. Ooh, here's a good question that would probably relate to the video. What's your favorite dinosaur? That's a good question. I feel like there's going to be that one person, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I would love it to see it, but it's going to be like that one weird dinosaur where I'm going to have to like Google search what the heck the dinosaur is. I can just see VJ. He's like he's really smart with dinosaurs and stuff like that, or at least he was, or at a younger age. I think he still is. I know he kind of is interested in paleontology and all that. When we went to the Children's Museum about a week or two ago, he was talking to the paleontologist on site there and asking a bunch of questions and everything like that. So it was really cool. But either way, I could see him putting some weird dinosaur, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck is this Saurus or this thingamajiggy? And having to learn, but I'll be willing to see that learning, and I'll give you guys an honest opinion on what I think of your dinosaur. I don't know if I have like a dinosaur that I'd be like, ew, no, to be honest. But probably my favorite dinosaur is either it's either the Spinosaurus or, what was its name? It was in the movie Dinosaur. I want to say it's like I think it starts with a C. Oh, it's like a T-Rex, but it has the horns. It basically makes it look like the devil. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but it's just a good memory. But when I went to Disney World, it's like the only memory I have from Disney World, even though I was like, it was 2001, I think, or 2000 when we went to Disney. So about, 19 years ago. So I would have been roughly around, so I'm 28, so a little bit under, 10 or so. Either way, the only memories I have are getting a Mickey plushie and Dinosaur the Ride. That's it. But yeah, they had a Dinosaur the Ride, and that dinosaur chased you. But I just remember that dinosaur, and I just always thought it looked cool. I do like brontosauruses or long necks or whatever you want to call them. I do like pterodactyls. I like triceratopses. I like stegosauruses. I like a lot of the dinosaurs. Let's just say that. But if you had to pin me down and ask me what my favorite is, I probably just off the top of my head would say Spinosaurus. I really liked how they tried to do with him in Jurassic Park 3, right? Yeah, 3. The whole phone thing was weird, yes. The movie was weird, yes. But it just was a cool looking dinosaur for sure. I don't know which of obviously Jurassic Park 1 is amazing, but which one I enjoyed the most, Jurassic Park-wise. Jurassic Park 1 has a lot of great nostalgia, and being the first one and everything, it really helps itself out. Jurassic World I really did like too. I haven't seen the newest one, the Forbidden World one. I haven't seen that one, and I know there's another one that's coming out, I think, next year. So I need to kind of catch up on the Jurassic World part of the Jurassic Park series, but yeah, I don't know which one's my favorite. I know the second one, like Jurassic Park 2, is usually the most frowned upon one for different reasons, but I wasn't too against Jurassic Park 2. I thought it was cool to see, what's his name? I can see him, I can picture him. I think his name in the movies is Ian, but I don't remember the actor's name. Crud, he's in like all the commercials too. Nope, he's gone. He's out of my memory. It's totally lost. I can't remember. But either way, because he's also in Thor Ragnarok, and this is gonna bug me. It's alright. And I know he's apparently in the newest Jurassic World as well. But either way, no, good actor either way. I don't know. I like like I said, I've liked the Jurassic Park ones. I like the movie Dinosaur. I've liked a lot of the dinosaur movies. I haven't seen Good Dinosaur though, which I've heard is really good. So I need to watch that one. I liked pretty much all the Land Before Times. I know there's a bunch of them, but definitely the first one really gets your feelies going. And I remember watching wherever the first one that shows, I think his name is Chomp or whatever, the little baby T-Rex where he first appears and all that. I remember watching that one a lot because my grandparents had, I believe, that one. Because I'm pretty sure there's at least over 8 Land Before Times, which I didn't even know was by, I'm pretty sure it was by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. I had zero idea about that. But great movies, great classic cartoony movies. I don't know, what else is a dinosaur movie? I don't remember, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Ooh, We're Back. We're Back was a good dinosaur movie. It was very weird, but I remember watching that one. Nope, I got nothing else. I'm probably missing a major one that came out or whatever, but I'll apologize in advance. I have seen a good amount of movies, I feel like, but there are still some major ones that I haven't seen that most people say I probably should have. But it's all good. I'll eventually get to seeing some of these. I like how also, so far, at least to my knowledge, I have not talked a single bit about the gameplay at all. But, it's all good. I just, ramble on or whatever. I mean, what are we even doing? I mean, it looks like we're a T-Rex and we're attacking the Velociraptors, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. I would do a T-Rex sound, but that probably would hurt somebody's ears, so I will refrain for this episode. If you guys want to see me do a T-Rex sound, leave a like on the video. If we get more than 3 likes, I'll do a T-Rex sound next video. That'll be the deal. That's like the only dinosaur I could probably do. The only other type of interesting, crazy sound that's loud I can do is Aerodactyl's cry from Pokemon for some reason. I can do a lot of different voices. But nothing wrong with that. It's always good to have some different impressions. At the arsenal, it helps with doing voices and things like that, which I'm going to be excited to finally get incorporated whenever we start Leaf Green and everything like that, to do the voices and read the dialogue and everything along that line. Also, funny knowledge is now we are approaching the end of Jurassic Park 1 with this scene right here. So we can maybe dive into either Jurassic Park 2, 3, World, whatever it lets me. I don't know with the mobile version. I know when I was originally loading up the game, it wouldn't let you go to Jurassic Park 2 or 3 unless you did certain things. But we'll have to kind of see what takes place. If it only lets us go to a certain one, we'll do that certain one. But I would like to go in movie order, I guess. Like do 1, 2, 3, and then World. But if that's how the game wants to do it, is Jurassic Park, then Jurassic Park World, and then the other ones, that's okay too, I guess. But I think also we'll probably have to a bit try some levels of either completing certain tasks and everything like that, like the challenges that it has, like the mink kits or the 100% true survivor challenge or unlockables, things like that. We may have to do to unlock some different parts. I'm not sure how this one's exactly going to work. Like I said, I've never done the mobile edition of this game at all. I'm used to the Wii U version. Because didn't this game just come out for Switch as well? Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel like it came out for Nintendo Switch as well. And I thought they would add, like, the Jurassic Fallen Kingdom. Was it Fallen Kingdom? The newest Jurassic World. I thought they were going to add, like, DLC to it to kind of entice the sales, I guess, a bit. But I didn't see anything about it unless I just totally missed it, which is totally possible as well. I didn't, like, hardcore look into it. So far, my favorite Lego game that I've played is Lego Star Wars. I did Lego Star Wars, the first original one, where it was like the original trilogy, Lego Star Wars 2, which was the prequels, and then the complete saga Lego Star Wars, where it has all of them, all the games. And then I did a little bit of the Clone Wars 1, and I did a bit of Harry Potter and things like that. But so far, my favorite one was the Lego Star Wars, the complete trilogy or complete story or whatever they called it. I don't even remember what they called it. That's the only one I basically got near 100% completion on. I think the only thing I was missing, I think they had like blue Minkets. Maybe that was right. I don't know. It's been a couple years, but that was my favorite one. I really liked how they did the different worlds and all that in that game as well. So if you want to get a good Lego game, and maybe you're a Star Wars fan, that's the one I would recommend. Lego Harry Potter, I tried with my wife one day, but we couldn't figure out some parts. We rented it from a video store, and we couldn't figure out a lot of the different areas, but we also weren't like trying hardcore, but it's definitely probably one I could try to get again, but I don't know. And then I know there's like the Lego of all the superhero types that seem to be good as well, and different movies that have Lego variants, but I don't know. We'll see if I get another one. I know they're also making a new Lego Star Wars one here very soon, so I'm excited to try out that one and see if it gives me a lot of the vibes that the original one did, that I fell in love with, of course. Let's see, where are we going? We're collecting some free Minkins, because why not? I think we have pretty much at this point completed Jurassic Park 1 for all intensive purposes. And I will say, originally when I was doing this recording, I thought to wrap it up here, but I was like, no, I want to make this a good lengthy episode. We're going to accomplish a lot, get this thing caught back up, and we'll dive into more of the game as best as we can to complete it, because we want to complete the playthrough. I think our thing is, though, we're just going to do the basic story completion, though. Most games, we choose not to do the 100% completion unless a bunch of people say to, or it's easily acquired, to be honest with you. I don't know if... I'm trying to think if there's been a game where I have 100% completed. I think the closest I've gotten is either Lego Jurassic World, like I just mentioned. I think it was 98% whenever I stopped playing that. And then Super Mario 3D World, we got to the Crown World, but we couldn't beat that last world, like the hardest level in the Crown World. We couldn't beat. I think those are the only games that we've gotten near 100% completion. I know also, I think it was like New Super Mario 2 or whatever, like the golden, like where it was all gold, like all the coins were gold, and the thing was like collecting as much coins as you could. I got near 100% completion on that. Same with my wife. She got near 100% completion on that one too. I think it was up in the 90s. And then the Super Mario 3D Land, we both got in the upper, I think, 80 or 90% as well. I'm just missing like one of those, like either touch the top of the flag or collect it in a certain amount of time or get the gold star. I don't know, something probably super simple, but I don't know, once we kind of played through them and the next games kind of came out, we kind of sadly fell off of them. But I probably should try to complete 100% complete some certain games, but it's just a matter of finding out which ones. I mean, I guess the last true game that I 100% guarantee did 100% was all Pokemon Gen 1, 2, and 3 when I was a kid. I would catch every single one, and because my brother would stop playing the other version after a while, and then I would either trade over certain mons, or I would restart my game to get certain ones that I couldn't, and trade over to get it. And then I ended up, I think the only one that I couldn't acquire technically, truthfully, was Mew, unless I did the glitch thing, which I ended up, I don't remember how I ended up doing the Mew thing, but obviously you don't need Mew to complete the Pokedex in Gen 1, and then Gen 2, I just obviously traded all Gen 1 over, and then it was just the same process, and same with Gen 3, and then that's where I kind of fell off Pokemon for a bit, because it just seemed like too many Pokemon after that point. I think at that point it was up to 400 and something, which obviously we're now going near 1,000 at this point, but I feel bad for falling off of it and not playing into Gen 4, 5, 6, really, because like I said, after Ruby, or Fire Red Leaf Green, which was technically the last Pokemon games I played. I didn't play a Pokemon game again until Omega Ruby came out, and that's where I got back into playing Pokemon. And I wish I didn't quit. I wish I would have checked out Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, XY, and it just at least to play them, not even do the 100% thing, to just play them, just so I would have been able to experience what was still happening. Because I always make the joke, I saw, Lucario, I saw different Pokemon from these different generations, but, didn't really kind of think, oh, wait, yeah, there have been new games. I wasn't, trying to figure out what they had added. I remember hearing about Diamond and Pearl a bit, but I don't think I really, truly knew what the new, what Gen 4 happened to be until I met, my wife's nephew, VJ, like I said, one of our co-hosts now, what I consider my nephew, and we talked about Gen 4, 5, and he explained 4, 5, and 6 to me, because 6, I think, was nearing the end of its thing. It was, right during the, I think, beginning of the XYZ anime was coming out, so we got to experience Gen 7 together and get back into that type of hype of, ooh, what's coming out. Of course, Gen 7 was, highly leaked, but it was still fun to kind of, get that whole new experience that I hadn't had since Gen 3 to see it all. It was really cool. But now I'm officially played Gen 4 at the time that I'm doing this recording. It hasn't come all the way out to the channel to show that I've done it, but I have done it. To make this make sense, I did pre-recordings of Gen 4's playthrough because when my computer was being worked on, I just went ahead and used my phone to bulk record the rest of the episode. So I've gotten all the way to Cynthia and all that. And now I'm just going back and adding my face cam on and reacting to those videos that I probably did about 2 or 3 months ago. So it's still kind of legit, even though it's something I kind of remember, but it's kind of vague, I guess. So it's kind of mixed, whatever. But once we dive into Gen 5, we'll do either, like I said, either co-op with my wife or a randomizer of sorts. That way it's a little bit more crazy and fun, and we'll do those as, true recordings, not ones where we're recording and then adding a recording on top of it where we don't spoil ourselves. You're getting the genuine reaction of what we're seeing, and we get to interact with you guys as closely as we can, so you guys can help us oh, hey, go check out this place, or this is where a trade could be, or this is where an item could be, to where we can let you guys interact with us and everything like that. And feel free for these videos, because this one, despite, yes, my audio is added after this video recording, I haven't done any more episodes after this. So if you have any tips for the mobile version of Jurassic World Lego, please let me know, because I have no idea about this game. I'm hoping it's similar to the Wii U version, but if you guys have any tips, tricks, or whatever of any knowledge that you think could help me, please let me know down in the comments or hit me up on Twitter, because it'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. So now we're in, definitely in the Jurassic World part of this playthrough. Like I said, so we weren't able to do Jurassic Park 2 or Jurassic Park 3 for the reasons that they needed to be, I guess, unlocked with certain, unlockables or challenges or whatever it is. But it'll be okay. We'll figure it out as we continue forward, and if we have to do some stuff off screen or whatever, like we do with Pokemon Quest and other projects we make, we will do so. But like I said, we're always learning, and it's fun to experience some new things. And if you guys have any games or anything that you would like us to play or like to try out, please let us know in the comments. We try to always do our best to acquire them. I know there was one that was recently said to us to go try, I think a Legend of Zelda game. I want to say it was one of the battle ones. I can't remember its name, but I would know it if I saw it, kind of deal. So I need to go try to see if I can get that game to just try it out and let that person know that we saw their suggestion. I know I commented back to them saying we saw it, and if we can get it here soon, we'll try it out. But I have to see if it's for a system that I can acquire, or if it's something I can emulate to be able to bring that product to satisfy our fans. So yeah, if you guys have anything you were like, ooh, I would love to see their reaction to playing this game or anything like that, please let me know. I think the only ones we're kind of like about are anything that are like series. And what I mean is, like, say you want me to play Final Fantasy 13. My thing is, well, I haven't played any of the other Final Fantasy, so it kind of makes me want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 before I would do 13. Would I probably ultimately still do the suggestion? Yes. But, like I said, my original point kind of still stands where I kind of want to try to go in order. So if you can kind of name either a first game of a series or a series that doesn't matter chronologically. Like, I know, like, Zelda, a lot of people tell me to play Zelda, and I was like, well, should I go from, like, the old NES Zelda and whatever? He's like, well, technically it's all, like, different timelines, and it doesn't hardcore matter. So I was like, okay, that can be, an exception to the rule, because, like, as much as I would want to kind of see, like, how the Zelda game has improved throughout time, if knowing, like, Ocarina of Time is on a different thing than Twilight Princess or Majora's Mask, I'm just naming Zelda games that I know their titles, but any of that, then, then I can play those type of games. I just, like, if it has a story or anything like that, I would prefer to play the first in the series. However, like I said, I'm always open and willing to satisfy anybody and everybody however we can. I think the only major series that I've never touched ever, which I know I'm going to probably get roasted for saying this, and I don't know why I'm probably bringing this up other than the fact that I just know I'm going to get roasted for it, and I just want to roast myself for not doing it either, is Donkey Kong. I think the only true Donkey Kong game that I've ever touched is the original Donkey Kong arcade game, where, it's like Mario, and he's throwing the barrels, and you have to jump over them. I did that game of Donkey Kong, but I've never done, like, Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong 64 or Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze or any Donkey Kong of the, not RPG style, but, like, side-scroller or even the 3D styles. And I know Donkey Kong 64 is one of those, like, really great classic games. N64 was weird, though. Like, I had an N64, and I had, like, Mario 64 and Pokemon Puzzle League and Pokemon Stadium and stuff like that, but for whatever reason, my thing was, if I couldn't understand the controls, I was not likely to play it. It's like Mario 64, seeing I couldn't get really past majority of the worlds, I just chose to avoid it, which was not smart, because now looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, why did I not play this game more so? Same with Smash Brothers originally when it came out. I couldn't figure out the buttons, so I just didn't play it. Pretty much Pokemon Puzzle League I did, and whatever, and I didn't try to take the time to read how to play or look up. I think at that time, internet would have been out, using either CC to learn things or tactics I could have used, or go to a thing and look up the controls and try to better myself, because I did that with Pokemon Puzzle League. I watched the how to plays and whatever on the, I think either the game itself or through the manual, but I don't know what I was doing as a kid, but now that I'm older, I'm wanting to play those games that I never did, like Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, like those types. I did a lot of Spyro the Dragon, but there were certain ones I can't remember which Spyro I played. I don't remember if it was the first one. I don't remember if it was Ripto's Rage. I don't know which Spyro I played. I just know I played a Spyro a lot and watched my brother play a Spyro a lot, but I have zero memory of which one it was. Same, I know Crash Bandicoot for sure. I played Crash Bandicoot Warped, but there was definitely another Crash Bandicoot I played that was before that one, but I don't know if it was the first one or second one. And I did the Crash Bandicoot, the remake that they just came out with, trying to see if it would jog my memory for which one, but I don't know, I did a bit of each one, and I was like, all I still remember it is Warped, just because of all the worlds, but I don't know, I'll figure it out as I go on. Yeah, there's a lot of games that I wanted to dive into that I just feel like I missed out on, here on the channel. I talked about that a bit in the Fall Winter Showcase, that I want to dive into some of those games that I just haven't got to play yet, and I just know there's a lot of stuff around them. And then we're definitely still thinking about here soon to do a kind of playing the games that got us, started into gaming and everything like that. So with the boys, with like Minecraft and things like that, and then, or Roblox, I don't know what else they played early on in their days. Pokemon, obviously, and then me with like either Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Pokemon Puzzle League. Those were all like the early games I hardcore remember playing nonstop. And then, just kind of diving through that, and then the games that we three played together that got us into wanting to make YouTube, which was like Smash Brothers Brawl, Mario Kart Wii, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Like, those were the three first games we really played, Wii Sports and stuff like that. Because at the time when we met, the only system I had was, I'm pretty sure, just the Wii and a GameCube, I think. I mean, I think the GameCube was technically inside the Wii, but whatever. And just a handful of games. I was just starting, figuring out that I really love this, like, gaming as much as I knew I liked gaming, but I just never really was, like, try to collect a bunch, and I didn't realize, like, emulators and the big world of the internet that there was to play a lot of the classics that I loved. So, when I met them, all I owned was Wii games and maybe a few GameCube games, but that was about it. But once within that next year, we had like all the game systems and everything like that besides Xbox. I know if you watch back our channel, that's gonna be the one system you won't ever hear us say. We love Xbox. I had an Xbox 360 growing up. Please know I have nothing against Xbox. It was just the one system that apparently I just didn't get again after I got the Red Ring of Death, because the majority of the games I could play are already owned on different systems. So I just was like, okay, why am I going to get an Xbox when I can play it on my PlayStation that I already own, or my Nintendo that I already own? Like, what would be the point? But at the same point, the Xbox has been great too. I love a lot of Xbox exclusive games, so definitely wouldn't be against getting Xbox stuff again. I don't know what else I know this has all been just random tangents that I've been talking about, not really focusing too much on the gameplay, but this kind of recording has been a little weird for me. But next recording will kind of make it better with more related to the gameplay and whatever, and maybe still some random talks. We do like random talking, and keeping the subjects flowing, but we don't want it to be too much off the, what's actually going on the screen. But next episode we'll try to make it a little bit more professional once I get everything officially set on the editor, which will be, like I said, will be easy to do. It's just a matter of getting it to work well, to agree with certain qualities of face cam and everything like that, and making sure I have backups for everything, because I know that was something I watched with Asteroid Mania Video, shout out to him, but he although his stuff does record his face camera, like audio and game capture, whatever, he still has separate recordings, one that records just his audio, one that just records his face cam. That way he can make sure everything is guaranteed, but also if he wanted to make a particular edit toward any one of those areas, he can easily do so without potentially hurting any of the other files, which I thought was a genius thing. So it's definitely something I want to incorporate the best I can. I'm still trying to figure out the editing stuff anyway, so this is obviously all new. I've been used to pretty much Movie Maker in my life, so I will apologize. This particular one is being actually edited through, I think the software is called iMovie. I don't know, it's on my iPhone that I had to end up adding the audio back to once I realized the face cam and everything was corrupted on my PC. I just sent it to my Google Drive, and then it was like, okay, I'll just add my audio with my, editor that I have on my phone that's similar to the one I have on my computer. I think I know I have HitFilm for sure, but I have one other one. I know I used to have Mojave, or Mojave, I don't know what the name of them are, but I can't, right now I just don't have the ability to afford like Adobe Premiere and stuff like that just yet, but it is something I would like to eventually get. But right now I'm working with what I feel comfortable with and what's working, and it's been better than what we used to have with Movie Makers. So I guess that's the ultimate thing. As long as it's better than what we used to have, we're still improving day in and day out. But yes, eventually we want to have the best that we can with technology and et cetera, et cetera. Let's see. what else can we randomly just talk about other than... Should I talk about gameplay? I probably should talk a little bit about the gameplay. Actually, to be honest though, like this game did feel a bit harder to get like the 100% modes. I definitely like the Wii U version seemed easier to do. I don't know if it's because like I'm just getting used to this type of controls, which I definitely need to hook my controller up to this next time and see if it works. But definitely the on-screen controls, which you see me messing with, were a bit difficult to try to master and figure out to work, and it seemed really hard to get those 100% challenges. Like it almost like you needed those extra characters to be able to do so. So it's definitely something I'm going to have to try to figure out as we go along here on the best ways. But like I said, right now it's just a generic playthrough, not 100% stuff. But if we need to either 100% an area or do a little bit more, then I will do so. But right now it's just about having fun and enjoying the playthrough as it is. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. Trying to figure out where exactly I am in the episode as well, so that way I know kind of when I need to prepare to get ready to wrap up, because I know I try to complete as much as I could of Jurassic World before wrapping up to kind of, you know, make it a nice, good episode where you see a lot happening and all that beautiful stuff. So hopefully you guys really have enjoyed this. It is our thing to hopefully give you guys a good thing to watch and enjoy and have a good time. I know I haven't been the best with comedy-wise, but we do try to give you guys a smile every now and then, so maybe the wacky commentary was enough, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, now okay, yeah, this is the hand password. Hand identification, please. Climbing up. Like, there was points in this, I know when I was playing, I was like, do I want to go for the 100% mink it thing or not? Actually, I know I'm about to wrap up this recording because I remember this is the last world that I dive into because I just spoil in case it hasn't happened yet, but I restart this world thinking I messed something up because I get stuck in an area and I can't figure it out. So I'm going to probably try to figure it out off screen what I need to do to move forward, because I could not figure it out during the time I was recording this of what I needed to do at all. But it's all good. I'm just excited to have this flowing back again, and then, like I said, getting Insurgents and Quest and what is the other one that I need? Oh, Platinum, all the other 3 Pokemon entities. And then I need to figure out with VJ this weekend what he wants to do for his extremely randomized Nuzlocke, if he wants to, you know, have me take over, or if he wants to try to wrap it up, or how he wants to go about it. Because, you know, we want to kind of complete our projects. I know we talked about this in the showcase, but in case you didn't hear, we do not like just letting projects come to an end. We want to finish the things that we say we are, and not just have stuff just be like, you know what, we're not really into this, let's just stop it. We want to kind of commit to those projects. I get things can become stale or whatever and things like that, but if we can try our best to complete projects and or find a good way to wrap it up, then just, you know, just not abandoning it, that would be ideal going forward. I know that's more on them sometimes than me, but at the same point, I'm just stating the what we're wanting to do. I'm sure we'll probably have either a Fortnite video this weekend, or hopefully, like I said, a Poke Chat, and I don't know, probably a couple other live streams. Just follow us, like I said, on our social medias. It'll let you know what is coming up, when it might be coming up, and give you guys a good heads up of when we might either go live or have a video about to come out, things like that. It's the best way to keep up to date and keep in touch with everything going on. It really, really is. And I feel like we're starting to get finally better with our socials. yay, they closed my road down again. That's fun. This road has literally been closed for like 3 months. I don't get it, but that's alright. We'll detour like it says we should, so follow road laws, people. Just try to be slow so this way I'm not in anybody's way. Alright, there we go. I'm away from the detour now. Trying to also figure out what we're doing in the gameplay. Again, like I said, I know we're getting close to that wrap-up point, so I'll go ahead and probably do the outro spiel now while I can, and I'm thinking of it. But yeah, if you guys are new here or anything like that, please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to us. We love everybody that has supported us so far and everything like that, and we hope to get to know more people and hopefully help some others and everything like that, get to know you guys through this community and just, you know, grow closer and help one another, and that's our main mission. So it does really mean a lot. It lets us know that we're doing at least decently good with the product we're putting out there. I know we're still going through the beginning phases of our true YouTube journey. I know we've been on YouTube for a couple of years now, but where we're actually trying to take the time to do better looking products. So thank you all for being so understanding of that. Thank you if you have hit that like button. If you have not, also it does really help. Anybody that leaves a like but hits that like button, it really does help so much. It helps, you know, put our videos out there and everything like that. I know, like I said, if you want to, you can follow our socials and anything else that you would like to do that's awesome, comment, anything like that. We respect anything anybody pretty much says, unless you're just being disrespectful, but otherwise, yes, we will enjoy any comment, bad or good, and, you know, take what you guys say to heart and continue to make the best products we can. Have you guys noticed the background changes a lot? The big Jurassic Park logo changing throughout the video, because I definitely have. It's bugged me so much, but there's nothing I can do about it. Like, it just happened. It literally just happened. That one was very obvious, though. That was probably one of the more, I mean, not that the other ones weren't obvious, but that was probably the most obvious jump one that I noticed. Then again, have I been really watching the gameplay? Nope, but just been commentary. Commentary? Wow, that's a good word. Commentating. That still sounds weird. I don't know. I'm a loopy. Oh, sorry for any rumblings or anything like that. Like I said, I am driving home at the current moment. I'm about probably like 5 minutes from my house, so getting close. I used to work for like a delivery company, so I'm used to having like my phone going while whatever. I don't have my phone in front of my face, don't worry. I'm not also like distracting myself while driving, but just saying, I am used to it either way, having my phone with me, because I had to use it either for GPS or contacting customers and all that when I worked at my delivery job. Safety first, people, safety first. The road is a dangerous place. Not super dangerous, but it can be. Just gotta be smart. I don't know, is the Jurassic, I would assume the Jurassic Park theme is okay to just randomly sing, but then again, I don't want to risk anything, so, especially after what happened with Kingdom Hearts 2, so I'm going to avoid singing the Jurassic Park theme. I was about to, though. I was literally about to sing the Jurassic Park theme, though. It is a really good theme. I really like Jurassic Park / Jurassic World's theme. It's very soothing. It's very, definitely feels like you're about to see a world of dinosaurs, or, you know, a very interesting sight to behold. So they definitely did a good job with the theme song of Jurassic Park. Let me know what your favorite movie theme is, too. That's another good question. Favorite movie theme. I don't know if I have a favorite movie theme. I just know I have a favorite, like, movie composer. Is that the right word? And that's John Williams. He's my favorite movie composer or music artist or whatever you want to say. Yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite song or theme. But either way, guys, I think this is going to be the wrapping up point for the episode. I thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video stream or whatever it happens to be, and hopefully we can chat there. Thank you all for watching this episode. We'll see you all in the next one. This is the Modern Gamer signing out. I was going to roar like a dinosaur, but I'm just going to go caca, which I guess is kind of like a pterodactyl. Bye.